Responsibility. Responsibility is the foundation of a meaningful life. It involves taking ownership of one's actions, decisions, and their consequences. By embracing responsibility, individuals contribute positively to their own lives and society. This concept extends beyond personal accountability to include social and familial obligations, promoting a sense of purpose and stability. Taking responsibility for one's actions would mean that individuals reflect on their successes and failures, learn lessons from their setbacks, and apply these lessons to future decision-making. Meaning. Meaning is often tied to the pursuit of responsibility, truth, and personal development. Meaning is not something found passively but is actively created through overcoming challenges, achieving goals, and adhering to one's values. To find meaning, one must be intentional about forming social interactions, decision-making, and the impact of these decisions on one's personal life and the immediate environment. A meaningful life provides a buffer against suffering and nihilism, offering a sense of direction and fulfillment. The individual. The individual is important because of the unique potential and autonomy each person possesses. As individuals, it is essential to focus on self-awareness, personal growth, and the cultivation of one's talents. This is necessary because by focusing on individual development, people can contribute to the betterment of society as a whole. Society. Society is a complex system of relationships and institutions that provide structure and order. It encompasses cultural, legal, and moral frameworks that guide behavior and ensure stability. While society offers support and safety, it also imposes expectations and norms that individuals must navigate. These societal expectations range from norms and professional standards to familial responsibilities and civic duties. They serve to maintain social order, promote mutual respect, and facilitate cooperation among diverse individuals and groups. Order. Order represents the structured, predictable aspects of life that provide safety and stability. It includes rules, traditions, and institutions that create a sense of security. However, too much order can lead to tyranny. But a balance between order and chaos is essential for a well-functioning society. It is the responsibility of leaders in society to ensure that the balance between order and chaos is always maintained. Chaos. Chaos symbolizes the unknown, unpredictable, and disruptive elements of existence. While often perceived negatively, chaos can be viewed as a source of potential and creativity. Engaging with chaos can lead to personal growth and innovation, but it must be balanced to avoid descent into disorder and confusion. Truth. Truth is a fundamental value that involves the honest pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Speaking and acting truthfully are seen as moral imperatives that build trust and integrity. Truth helps individuals navigate life's complexities and align their actions with reality. While truth helps individuals have realistic expectations of their capabilities, one must also be equipped to face the negative backlash from society whilst living in truth. Freedom. Freedom is the ability to act according to one's own will and values. It requires responsibility and discipline to avoid descending into chaos. True freedom is not just the absence of constraints, but the capacity to pursue meaningful goals and live authentically. Laws act as checks to ensure that freedom is not abused. In this context, true freedom can be seen as a delicate balance between individual autonomy and social responsibility. Tyranny. Tyranny is the oppressive control exerted by individuals or institutions, stifling freedom and creativity. One must be careful about the dangers of both societal tyranny and self-imposed limitations. Combating tyranny is a multifaceted endeavor that demands both personal and collective efforts. On a personal level, it involves recognizing and overcoming self-imposed limitations and embracing the responsibility to live authentically and freely. On a societal level, it necessitates continuous vigilance, advocacy, and the promotion of democratic values that safeguard individual rights and freedoms. By addressing both dimensions, individuals and communities can work towards a more just, creative, and liberated society where tyranny in all its forms is actively challenged and dismantled. Ideology. Ideology is a rigid and simplistic framework that oversimplifies complex realities. While ideologies can provide a sense of certainty and belonging, they often lead to dogmatism and conflict. To avoid the pitfalls associated with ideological thinking, it is essential to cultivate critical thinking skills and maintain an openness to diverse perspectives. Critical thinking involves the ability to analyze information objectively, evaluate arguments logically, and recognize biases in oneself and others. By engaging in critical thinking, individuals can better understand the complexities of the issues they face, rather than relying on oversimplified ideological explanations. Values. Values are the core principles that guide behavior and decision-making. It is important to identify and adhere to values that promote well-being and ethical behavior. Values such as honesty, integrity, and responsibility form the foundation of a meaningful and purposeful life. Personal values will to a large extent influence one's decision-making and how individuals interact in the society. Belief. Belief involves accepting certain truths or principles as foundational to one's understanding of the world. Belief systems have the power to shape perceptions, behaviors, and identities. Constructive beliefs can motivate and guide individuals, while destructive beliefs can limit and harm. Narratives. Narratives are the stories individuals and cultures use to make sense of life. These stories shape identity, values, and behavior. It is instructive to note that collective narratives influence actions, and revising one's narrative can lead to personal transformation. Importantly, narratives are not static entities but dynamic constructs that evolve over time. Individuals possess the capacity to revise and reinterpret their personal narratives, thereby catalyzing profound personal transformations. Consciousness. Consciousness is the awareness of self and surroundings, enabling reflection and decision-making. It is also a tool for navigating the complexities of life, making ethical choices, and pursuing growth. Consciousness serves as a gateway to understanding and transforming personal experiences. It allows individuals to interpret and integrate their past actions, emotions, and relationships into a cohesive story of selfhood. By consciously reflecting on experiences, individuals can derive meaning, extract lessons, and cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. This reflective process promotes emotional maturity, adaptive coping strategies, and a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. Archetypes. Archetypes are universal, symbolic patterns found in myths and stories that reflect fundamental human experiences and values. The Jungian psychology can be used to explain how archetypes influence behavior and provide insights into human nature. Examples include the hero, the mentor, and the shadow. The hero archetype, for instance, embodies the aspirational journey of overcoming challenges, adversity, and personal limitations to achieve transformation and growth. This archetype resonates across cultures as a symbol of courage, resilience, and the quest for self-discovery. Similarly, the mentor archetype represents wisdom, guidance, and the transmission of knowledge from experienced individuals to those embarking on their own journeys of learning and growth. Conversely, the shadow archetype embodies the darker, repressed aspects of the psyche, the aspects of ourselves that we may deny or suppress. It encompasses our unconscious impulses, fears, and desires that manifest in destructive behaviors or internal conflicts. By recognizing and integrating the shadow, individuals can achieve greater psychological wholeness and self-awareness, facilitating personal growth and emotional resilience. Myths. Myths are traditional stories that convey deep truths about human nature and societal values. Myths can be used to illustrate psychological and philosophical concepts, showing how they encapsulate timeless wisdom and guide behavior. Myths provide a framework for understanding complex realities. Suffering. Suffering is an inevitable part of life that can lead to growth and meaning when faced with courage and responsibility. One must accept and confront suffering as a path to personal development and resilience. Understanding and transcending suffering is central to Jordan Peterson's philosophy. Identity. Identity is the sense of self shaped by individual experiences, beliefs, and social roles. A stable and coherent identity is important for psychological well-being. Understanding and developing one's identity is crucial for personal and social functioning, as this reveals one's intrinsic abilities and the promotion of healthy self-esteem. Discipline. Discipline is the practice of self-control and adherence to standards. It is important for achieving goals and maintaining order in life. Discipline requires individuals to commit to their goals wholeheartedly, persevere through difficulties, and remain focused even when motivation wanes. It is the disciplined person who rises early to study, who exercises regularly despite fatigue, and who works diligently on a project until it is completed. This relentless dedication is what ultimately leads to the accomplishment of meaningful achievements. Sacrifice. Sacrifice is the act of giving up something valuable for the sake of the greater good. It is an essential element for progress and meaningful living. Historically, the notion of sacrifice has played a pivotal role in shaping societies and civilizations. Many of the rights and freedoms enjoyed today are the results of sacrifices made by previous generations. These words are central to Peterson's discussions and reflect his focus on understanding human behavior, societal structures, and the pursuit of a meaningful life. I'll be creating more videos like this one, so be sure to subscribe to stay updated.